Alright. Are we all live? Hello, hello. I think we are. Testing, testing. Ayan. Hello, everybody. Good evening to everyone. My name is SirEatAlot, guys, and we are live again. Good evening, Ino. Kamusta, bossing? We're currently rocking into some music right now. Mga dance music. I kind of realized that if I wasn't streaming, maybe I could do a DJ role, no? Alam mo yung nasa rave or something, I have a full collection ng pucha when I was doing a rave on Thailand. Parang yung water park doon na parang Songkran style na rave. The guy the DJ that was playing the music was parang sabi ko, I can do that. Parang I have a feeling ko may knock ako sa pagdi-DJ. Cause see that? I have this kind of thing, but I don't know, I like this kind of music. Ang ganda siya. Hello Lee, hello Ridge. Oy, Ridge, kamusta? Long time no see. Ino, thank you for the follow. Wow. Hindi ka pala naka-follow sa atin. Ang sakit. Sobrang sakit. Wait lang, may top likers ako na pero hindi kita. Wait Ayun, I was thinking, ba't dito kita? Kailangan ba malaki? Masyado yatang maliit, boss. Pero buti nakikita mo pa yung yung live stream ko Hindi kita yung Hindi kita yung top likers. Useless, hindi nakikita ng viewers. Ayan, so today guys, we'll be doing some reaction video on Glaive Kyo, of course. Naka-ready na siya actually. We're just gonna be looking into it now. It's a 13-minute video, long video. So, we'll be playing some Wuthering Waves, of course. Pero, it's been a long while since we haven't done much reaction videos on a lot of the videos that a lot of content creators have been posting. It's one of the laziest form of content creation, but it's nice to have some sort of POV kung ginagawa nila. But of course, knowing Glaive Kyo, guys, he absolutely hates Genshin Impact, or should I say, he has a lot of opinions about Genshin Impact. So if you guys are definitely about Genshin Impact, we are not all about hating on other games or other gacha games here on our channel. So without further ado, guys, ladies and gentlemen, let's go reactions and reactions. We'll be playing Wuthering Waves maya, but I'll me turn off my my rave music. Thank you, Reg, sa Thank you, Reg, for the gift. I appreciate that on TikTok. Thank you so much. Hello, Deet06. How are you doing, sir? Surprised you're not on Blue Protocol. Blue Protocol, it's an okay game, I guess. I played the original one. This is my default answer whenever somebody comes onto my stream and asks me why I'm not playing Blue Protocol. No, the thing with Blue Protocol or MMORPGs in general, I'm kind of burnt out. Kind of tired of playing MMOs. It's the same old shit that I expect from these games. There's nothing really innovative about these games. And I don't think for now I don't think it's a hot take. I think it's just something that's been going on for years and years and years. And this is why a lot of people cannot stay. They cannot stay in one MMO. You know what I mean? Like nobody really stays on one MMO anymore. Unless you're super dedicated with the old ones. Like a lot of people are not. So first of all, a lot of people are looking into games that are new. So they're not into old games. Maybe it will be new if you haven't actually played the game. So for example, for me, I haven't played World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy 14 and stuff like that. But yeah, in general, I'm just so tired of MMOs. I just want to play something else. Maybe the genre needs to die, you know, to have a proper resurrection. But circling back to Blue Protocol, I think Blue Protocol is a really good game. I did play the first version of it on the Bandai Namco version of Blue Protocol. I played it. The Japanese are a bit racist over there because they don't want people that speak English to be on their servers. So I had friends and other people as well that when we played the Bandai Namco version of Blue Protocol, if they see you or happen to see a freaking English word in there and they happen to be you, your account the next morning or even the time we were playing will instantly get banned. That's how they were very very racist back in the Japanese server. I don't know. Maybe they just don't want people to come into the like Western people, but I mean it is what it is, right? But now Blue Protocol, but as of the game, right? No, I'm not talking about the community anymore. About the game has really fun combat. I don't think a lot of the combat changed when Blue Protocol became Star Resonance. Um, and safe to say, I think what Star Resonance improved was the overall things that you can interact with the world. Because let's be real, when Blue Protocol came out, it was a bit boring in my opinion. The combat was okay. The combat was okay in my opinion, but the world was boring. The questing was boring. The overall progression was boring. It felt like a job because it had like very traditional MMORPG things that it had. I don't know now about the current the BPSR or the Star Resonance version of Blue Protocol. So yeah, hopefully. Oh, I mean, you guys, if you guys are enjoying, I mean, I'll be happy to. I'm also happy for you guys. But I will play that game once it actually comes out here in Southeast Asia, where I am, because I'm a bit tired of playing other games, playing on high ping, and I have to. If I like the game, I would have to also be sad because I cannot play it, remotely stable in terms of ping. So for me, I rather just wait for our version than play NAEU version. That's why I'm not playing MMOs. I have a couple of viewers on TikTok that chatted. Sabi ni Ino, he has a lot of opinion on a lot of games. I do. Yes, I have a lot of opinions on a lot of games. But there's only one game that I truly stayed for almost 10 years plus of my life, and literally half of my life, and it gives you a little context of how old I am. So I've been playing this game called World of Tanks, right? And I know that game has it's been out since 2010. So that game, I played it with my dad, and it's the only game I played that I've stayed for actual freaking years. And I still play it today. I've recently come back to it because of its 2.0 update. And it's not exactly an MMORPG game or gacha games that we had, but it has some gacha in it. But that's the only game I've really stayed on. Like, really, I could just come back to it, play it, and, not really moan about and bitch about a lot of stuff. But recently, with these types of games that I've been playing, MMOs in particular, I have jumped in so many MMOs. And stayed in one gacha game. No, I played a gacha game called Genshin Impact when it came out. I wasn't a streamer back then. Played it. Update was too long. Quit. And then I was very skeptical when I played Wuthering Waves. And this is why I've been dedicating a lot of my time, and I've gained a lot of knowledge playing Wuthering Waves, helping other people as well getting into this game. And it's the first gacha game that I've stayed for over more than 1 year. And I'm happy because I usually jump from one game to another and another and another and another and another and another and so on and so forth. So yes, I'm a bit proud of myself staying on Wuthering Waves, and yeah, I'm also happy that a lot of people actually enjoy the game that I enjoy, and then they enjoy watching me enjoy. So I like that. Are you gonna be playing Sabi ni Hana on TikTok? Are you gonna be playing Do It Night Abyss? Hell yeah. Yeah, we're gonna be playing that one. Obviously gonna play that one. The MMOs that have static player base are the ones that are unique. True. I would say so the MMOs that I do appreciate this couple of years that I've been playing or have been dabbing into MMOs. My first MMORPG has been Cabal. But Cabal's not doing really great, right? Its first publisher, I think Level Up, I think sold their company, or I think they were absorbed by PlayPark, and then PlayPark kept them for years. And then now PlayPark also has shut down Cabal on their services, and now it's being ran by something else. I think I forgot the name. But that's my first MMO. So that's in terms of MMORPG experiences, that's my first one. I didn't play Ragnarok online, didn't play RAN or anything of that. So that was my experience on MMO. So that always has a place in my heart because it's also a family game. My brothers plays it. My brothers with an S. I have four brothers, five. So four brothers. So that's the MMO I've been playing. Now, the MMOs that I enjoyed that I was solo, And before we get into other topics is about Wuthering Waves, I'm very sorry. I'm also entertaining the people on TikTok or on Twitch as well. So, um, safe to say my experiences on MMORPGs and the ones that I truly enjoy but I don't play anymore. I enjoyed Neverwinter. So if you guys haven't played Neverwinter, Neverwinter is it's an old MMO but it's based off Dungeons and Dragons and it's so good. The combat is good. The graphics is I think the graphics now is a bit outdated. Not a bit. It's outdated, but the combat is great. I like it, and the dungeons are nice. The dungeon mechanics are nice on Neverwinter. So I love that game, and I have a whole biography of my background on my character. But anyways, role playing, it's nice. What other MMOs did I enjoy? So apparently there's another MMO that I enjoyed as well when I first came into my actual first guild that I joined. Shout out to Fallen Sanity. Over on Anonymous Guild. I joined them in Black Desert Mobile, and I still think that Black Desert Mobile is the only MMORPG that is in mobile that actually is worth the time. The problem is, I think it's already dead. Yeah, I think they only have one server now. So unfortunately, but in terms of combat, it's nice. PvP, it's nice. The problem is, if it's mobile, it's pay to win. Straight up, pay to freaking win. So, yeah. You don't need to know that. Am I gonna be doing account reviews? I will absolutely be doing account reviews soon, Ridge. But right now we're yapping and we're gonna be reacting to this one. But at the moment, just chatting mode, just chatting with you guys, just having some opinions. And you guys can ask me questions. This can only not be MMOs as well. You can ask me about other gacha games I'm looking forward to or other stuff. Personal questions, I'll just pick. I'll be picky on those ones. But anyways, yeah. That's a really good game as well in my heart. I like that game. I won't forget it. So Neverwinter, BDM. New World was also fun. I've recently learned that New World has made their DLC a free DLC. So everybody that purchased the DLC has a refund, and they made it a free update. Which is, I think, a really good move on New World. Especially New World's become... It was the MMO when it first came out, then it became a niche MMO. Now I think it's starting to get some popularity because of their free DLC update, which is very, very nice. I cannot play the game again because still it is our servers here in Southeast Asia is still based off freaking Australia. So it sucks. The ping sucks. So I don't want to play until they make a C server. Yeah. The mega server has the ping that only benefits Americans. Yeah. Doesn't say. I always thought the World of Tanks was just a game like Raid Shadow Legends. Just a game that everybody use it as an ad. No. No. Apparently the game is... It's, yeah. Yusuke Zero was up po. Bossing, nakalaro po ako Wuthering Waves sa C server po. Nice. Nice. Yes, that's good. That's good. A lot of people, when we first played Wuthering Waves back in the day, it was a very rough launch ng Wuthering Waves 1.0, to be exact. A lot of people were kind of, sir, malag yung C server. Should I just go for HK? So a lot of people went for HK kasi stable. But it turns out that C server was fine after a week or two. And then now the people that have been playing on the Asia and the HK server, they can't play multiplayers with their friends that are actually playing in the C server. So it sucks. So you should definitely play on C server because that's where our region belongs to and that's where you belong. How do you get into streaming? So I got into streaming back when I was in senior high school. So work immersion was a bit different because I was in the I was ABM. So accounting, business management, stuff, and I also got into accounting in college, but stopped. But so here's the thing. It was COVID back then, so you guys kind of have an idea how old I am now, but I won't tell you the exact age. But our teacher said, or our professor said, na we don't have access to accounting firms. So you guys can have your work immersions there. So what we'll do is you guys find your own work immersion regardless what work it is, so that you just have something to pass on work immersion. And my good friend Fallen Sanity over an Anonymous Guild, by the way, shout out kay Fallen Sanity or si MGG, if you guys know him. He's the one that got me into streaming because he told me it's great, it's nice. So I told him that how about I make this as my work immersion. So there I went, and streaming became kind of a job. as a work immersion. And it was it was unique kasi I was the only one that did it. No, but everybody did was catering. Some of my classmates did actual accounting firms. Some worked on the police department on their accounting, and it was all related to accounting. And I was the only one that was doing streaming. And in COVID, and by the way, COVID time, streaming was the bomb. Everybody that wasn't a streamer before COVID became a streamer during COVID. And I was one of those people, which is very, very nice. But yeah, that's how I got into streaming. And yeah, I've been streaming for shit. I've been streaming for a long time. 3 years, 4 years. Yeah, but I initially started sa Facebook. You can also follow me on Facebook. But my Facebook has been inactive because I just got a lot of threats. Not threats, actually, but warnings on Facebook that if I keep doing this, keep getting copyrighted, I would just get banned. I have over 100K followers on Facebook. It used to be popular, but not anymore. So I'm making a name for myself here on TikTok, Twitch, Kick, YouTube. It's nice. Played RuneScape for 10 years. Goddamn! So you're a full-blooded MMORPG. Fallen on TNL is shit. I mean, he's my friend, regardless if he's shit or not. He always has my back, so I appreciate him for that. And we've been friends for a long time. People have different types of flaws, and I have flaws. He has flaws. You guys have flaws, so don't act perfect, okay? Uh, I've been reading some stuff, guys. Give me a reason. Kamusta? Hello, Lily Pop. Kamusta po? Welcome to stream. By the way, do I need to do WuWa story or exploration map? Usually we do the story first, then exploration. Aiki, hello, welcome on TikTok, sir. Is limited selector banner still available? I think so. A certain level. I think you should reach a certain level. Ayan. Kick pays hourly, right? I don't know if Kick pays hourly. I think you need to do something in order to stream on Kick. I don't actually know. Have I been earning money on Kick that I don't even realize it? Actually, I don't know. I don't think I'm earning there. I don't know. I don't actually know. Are we getting any revenue at all? No, I'm not getting any revenue. They pay hourly depending if you're a partner. I believe I'm not a partner on Kick. Yeah, I haven't even worked out what my Kick should be. It's just there. It's just existing the moment. And by the way, guys, so I'll speak in Tagalog. Nag-i-English ako, guys, kasi most of my viewers are not, hindi sila Tagalog. And pwede sad ko magbisaya, pero dili sad tanan ako mga viewers bisaya. So I speak English because I trust the Filipinos, or most of us in the Philippines actually speak Filipino. Kahit broken English, that's good kasi not a lot of people can speak English. So that's why, a bit inclusive tayo sa stream natin. That's why I always speak English, guys. But if you have Tagalog questions, Bisaya man na, pwede rin Ilonggo, yeah, go. We're a bit multilingual. Wag lang Thai. Yes. I remember Wuthering Waves. I know what was saying in the background. Yeah, Wuthering Waves on 1.0 was a bit scuffed, and this is the right thing, and this is the nicest thing to actually now. It's a good way to now transition, right? I wanna transition, guys. Ayan. So speaking of Wuthering Waves, since 1.0, we have come a long way. And for the people that don't know what Wuthering Waves is Wuthering Waves is an open world action adventure gacha game by Kuro Games Studio. They are known for their games that are called, I think, game lang. I only know one, PGR, Punishing Grey Raven. That's their game, and this is their other game. This is the other competitor of Genshin Impact. So it's a really nice game. The combat is nice, and the only reason why I play this game because combat is king for me, in my opinion. So without further ado, guys, let's transition to the video ni Glaive Kyo. Ayan. So, Glaive Kyo has a video called The Direction Wuthering Waves is Heading. So, any thoughts, guys, before we go into this video? Is this going to be a negative video? Is this going to be a positive video? Or is this going to be a full-on glazing on Wuthering Waves video? And do you agree that Wuthering Waves has been improving ever since 1.0, right? And I'm looking forward sa anniversary patch natin because our last anniversary was a bit not so good, right? It's okay. The reason why it's not so good because it had a mixed reaction. I was one of the people that was a bit negative with it, and some people were positive with it. Completely fine, absolutely understandable. But when an anniversary has a mixed reaction, it's not a good anniversary because everybody should be happy, right? Or should we say, people that are unhappy are the minority. But unfortunately, in this case, it's an even ground. Everybody's disagreeing on something, you know. So yeah. Ang sakit mag-play ng PGR. Yeah, PGR is a bit hard game to play. I'm fluent most sa English. So my friend, actually my best friend, si Jasmine, she has a TikTok, by the way, guys. She let me just highlight, let me just a very very quick highlight on my best friend, and I wish you guys would follow her as well. Okay, what is this one? Okay. So please follow her TikTok, guys. This is my best friend right here. This is Jasmine. If you think she's pretty, please do follow her. I do believe she is still single, but good luck with your shot. So this has been my best friend since grade 5. Please do follow her TikTok. It's Glow Talks SG. She sells beauty products. I think most of my viewers are men, but if you do have girlfriends or you're just interested with pretty girls, here she is. Please do follow her. And that's just a quick a quick advertisement on her on her TikTok. But anyways, yes, I've been fluent on English. She said na, because this one's an English teacher, she said na I should work on education kind of studies, right? And I said na wag lang. I don't think so. It's not my calling. But the reason why I speak English like this, because if you spend in World of Tanks, you spend 10 years playing with Australians, you will definitely be fluent sa English. Especially if you speak English halos every single day, talking with these guys, playing for hours and hours on end. But my English is a bit influenced by Australians. It's not American English. Kasi I know how to cuss in freaking Australian. So I know their wordings, I know their shortcuts sa word, and apparently they're the ones that invented the word selfie. So if you are saying selfie tayo, ganon ganyan, fun fact, the Australians invented that word. But anyways, kasi they like to have shortcuts in their Time for another haircut ulit. Haircut ulit. I want to grow out my hair first before I do before I do another haircut. But anyways, guys, I want to cut off my yapping, and let's start with this The way they cuss is insane. They will spam the C word, the F word, the FH word, they will cuss at you. It's basically part of their language, okay? But guys, let's without further ado, The Direction of Wuthering Waves by Glaive Kyo. Let's go watch this one. Hopefully you guys can hear it. And let's go.
Wuthering Waves recently revealed their next two characters. On one hand, we have Chisa, a character the community has been waiting for a very long time. And on the other, we have Bulling, the first new 4-star character we have seen in what feels like an eternity. On the surface, this looks like a standard reveal cycle, a highly anticipated 5-star to build hype, and a 4-star to fill out the banner. But if you look a little closer, these two seemingly separate reveals tells a much more interesting story about the state of the game. They represent two different sides of Kuro's design philosophy right now. Chisa shows us where the game is going, the ambitious future with the new systems and deeper lore, but Bulling's existence raises a much more fundamental question. Is the game's current foundation strong enough to support that future? To understand what I mean, we need to start with Chisa because her reveal tells us a great deal about where the game is headed. Before we dive into today's main topic, I want to give a shout out to the sponsor of today's video, Stella Sora. Now, what is interesting here isn't just that it's a new top-down light action RPG, it is the way it...
Okay, does anybody play this game? Stella Sora, I've heard a lot of this game, but I never played it. So is this another gacha game?
Blends that core gameplay with a fantastic episodic narrative and randomized adventures. The whole experience is designed to let you explore the world of Nova at your own pace, which is a pretty refreshing take. It is available right now on iOS, Android, and PC. And that world, Nova, has this really unique fantasy meets retro aesthetic. We are talking knights wielding flip phones and adventurers drinking sodas from vending machines. It is a wild concept, but you will be teaming up with these charming characters characters called Trekkers, each with their own distinct personalities from different factions. A core part of the journey is actually forging bonds with them, exchanging messages, and taking them on adventures to deepen those relationships. But here is the compelling part. Your role in this story isn't just passive, it is the tyrant. The choices you make directly shape the narrative and the fates of these trekkers. This ties directly to the core gameplay, which has some really solid roguelike mechanics. You assemble a squad of 3, assigning them main and support roles, which actually changes their skill sets, and as you ascend the game's dungeons, you get random perks, creating these endlessly diverse squad builds. It ensures that each run feels strategically different. And speaking of strategy, the newest 5-star trekker joining the roster is Chitose. She is an Aqua Vanguard, a formidable warrior whose whole deal is seeing herself as the Blade. In combat, she can summon flowing currents and massive water serpents to just crash through enemy lines, which frankly sounds awesome. So if you want to dive into this adventure yourself, you can download Stella Sora using the link right at the top of my description. And make sure to use code BOSSGIFT to get a bunch of special rewards to kickstart your journey. Let's meet in Nova, and let's get back into the video. But anyways, without any yap, let's start with Chisa's design.
Okay, that's very nice, I guess. Good eve, boss. Okay pa ba humabol sa Wuthering Waves ngayon? Again, walang kailangang habulin sa Wuthering Waves. Play on your own pace, bossing. Don't worry about your progression that much. But if you need help on progression and what to focus as a new beginner, or what to get, yung characters to get as a beginner in Wuthering Waves, I can definitely help you. My viewers can definitely help. Pero habol, bossing, doesn't exist in Wuthering Waves. Don't worry about it too much. $100 for less than 30 pulls, actually more expensive than Wuthering Waves in Genshin. $100? Less than 30 pulls? You know how money is just paper for some games, no? Same sa Blue Archive if laro ka, sir. Nah, didn't type Blue Archive. Boss, gift is just 100 currency, which 1/3 pull. Okay.
Because it is doing a lot more work than you might think. At first glance, her outfit is pretty straightforward. It is the classic schoolgirl look, what is known in Japan as a sailor fuku or a serafuku. But Kuro took it a step further, blending this traditional look with a more modern, almost sci-fi cyber style. You can see it in the details. The tactical straps on her legs, the deliberate tears in the fabric, this mix of new and old, of tradition and grit. It feels like a deliberate statement about the identity of the upcoming region. It suggests a civilization that holds onto its cultural touchstones but has been filtered through a lens of advanced, maybe even decaying technology. This blend also makes her feel distinct to Wuthering Waves, avoiding the trap of looking like a generic anime import. This is all grounded in her lore. We are told that she is a student at the Star Torch Academy. This detail makes her uniform feel a little bit more purposeful because it is her actual uniform, adapted to this new high-tech world. It feels intentional. Her design is only half of the story though. The other
student, guys, it's a kid.
half is what is happening behind her. The splash art gives us our first real look at this new region. We can see cranes, unfinished skyscrapers, a massive industrial city. This is almost certainly the new Federation. The verticality and the density of this place will also be an interesting test for the game's signature traversal system. And it is no secret that this aesthetic lines up perfectly with the upcoming Cyberpunk Edgerunners collaboration. A complete coincidence, I am sure. Kuro is clearly setting the stage here, teasing the entire environment for a major feature of
the reason why it's kind of generic, and I do agree with Smorsty, the reason why it's generic, guys, is because there's a lot of anime that looks like that. You know what I mean? Like, when you look at this character, a lot of people has a lot of different characters that they can name on this character, not Sanwa. I'm speaking about Chisa, but we haven't seen her full gameplay yet. She might change forms, who knows?
event. This also fits with what we already know about the new Federation from the in-game text, a society obsessed with technology, which led to a huge gap between the rich and the poor. Her uniform, both high-tech and standardized, perfectly captures that contradiction. And if you look even closer, the details get even more specific. Her weapon itself is more complex than it first appears. It is a massive, destructive-looking broad blade, but it is made of a ruler, protractor, and scissors. These are all tools of precision and measurement, tools used, and architecture. There is a fascinating contrast between the weapon's brutal form
Maybe she's an
and the
architect, we don't
intellectual
know.
nature of its parts. Looking at the papers flying around her, one of them even shows a diagram of the golden ratio, a mathematical principle used all the time in design. This might mean that she is an architect or studying to be one. It would certainly explain why she is hanging out on top of a construction crane. The final piece is the logo above her name. It looks like a DNA helix, but behind it is a right triangle. This seems to be a clear nod to Pythagorean principles, that old Greek idea that the entire universe is built on numbers and math, almost like a universal source code. With all of this, the math, the architecture, the DNA, and that black hole in the city, it feels like the next story arc may explore the fundamental rules of their world, maybe even how the planet Solaris 3 came to exist. This one image is doing a lot of heavy lifting, setting up an entire chapter of lore and gameplay through this one character, which brings us to what she will actually do in the game. Chisa's impact extends beyond her design. We now know that she is a Havoc Broadblade character, and she is introducing a new way to play. It is centered around a new debuff called Havoc Bane, and unlike a standard damage over time effect, this one propagates. In simple terms, like your mother, it spreads. You put it on one enemy, and it can jump into others nearby, like your mother.
Brother, this guy stinks!
In a game that often throws large groups of enemies at you, an effect like this is a pretty big deal. Now, a new debuff is one thing, but Kuro has already shown us exactly why this one matters. The proof is in the new weekly boss Echo, the Remedy Trinodian Leviathan. Its description is clear. Enemies with Havoc Bane take 100% more damage from the Echo's effect. That is double damage. A bonus that is this.
So my comment, guys, on the Havoc Bane coming into the game, I just wish that it's not like, like Zani, where Zani needs someone to apply Spectrofrazzle, so a character that's needy, right? And then hopefully it's not like Arrow Rover, where Arrow Rover needs a Spectrofrazzle again just to activate his actual debuff, which is Arrow Erosion, which is weird. So hopefully it's not gonna happen on the Havoc Bane. Hopefully, because honestly, those are kind of a bad design, in my opinion. Like, it's not okay. So if it's not bad design, it's probably a very restrictive design, in my opinion. Rover and Zani, but they're both. I think Zani's great. Arrow Rover sucks.
Significant tells you that the mechanic is meant to be a central part of the team's strategy. And that brings us back to Chisa. She is positioned to be the core of the system, the one who applies it, the one who makes it spread. She is also the one that keeps it on the field. The whole archetype will likely be built around her. This lines up perfectly with her official description, which talks about her seeing an enemy's weaknesses as threads and severing them. She analyzes an enemy's weak points and applies a debuff that unravels them from the inside. It is a great example of ludonarrative harmony, where the story of the character and the way you play them are in perfect sync. So now we have a new region, a new central character, and a completely new gameplay paradigm. And while all of this sounds exciting, it also shines a light on an existing imbalance in the game's roster. And while everyone was focused on Chisa and this new gameplay system, Kuro quietly revealed something else. Something we haven't seen in a very, very long time. A new 4-star character. The reaction to Buling's reveal was less about hype and more about genuine surprise, because it has been an eternity since the last one. The last new 4-stars we got were Lumi and Yohu, well over a year ago. And while neither of them exactly set the world on fire, their kits were clunky, their impact was low, and they were largely seen as gameplay failures. Except if you are Rexlent, right? You're gonna be butt parrying Crownless in the Hologram 6 with Yohu, right? But you ain't Rexlent, so you're just like the rest of us, man. They were experiments that didn't quite work. This history leaves us with a mix of hope and apprehension for Buling. On one hand, it is great to see a new 4-star. On the other, is she just going to be another forgotten experiment, or is this time going to be different? We now know she is an Electro Rectifier.
So a character that we loved and dear in Wuthering Waves that is 4-star, diba, is Sanwa, right? And then Mortifi, especially Mortifi right now, has gotten a bit of should we say a resurface, right? He's back. You know what I mean? Because back then it was only for Gian. And then until maybe Agusta came back into the game, or it came into the game, Mortifi had more significance, had more, should we say, had more impact to the current roster that we have. And now Galbrena also uses him. So he's also a very important character now for Wuthering Waves alongside Sanwa. We do have some 4 stars that are kind of, the term is they're kind of okay. They have their uses, but they're kind of passable. They're kind of forgettable. The forces that we have. We have Dungeon, of course, but it's Dungeon. But like for example, Baiji. Baiji doesn't have any much use aside from being a healer at the start of the game. But once you get Zarina, once you get Shorekeeper, she's kind of lost to us. And then you have Lumi and Tauchi. Their only real use is just to cover up maybe the buffer role for Carlota. But if you still don't have Zeiji for Carlota, you're bound to use either Lumi or Tauchi, but I think mostly Tauchi. So a lot of these 4-star characters are kind of irrelevant in a way that I think people that are free to play are completely free to play getting these characters. Like for example, if you got Yuno as a DPS, you don't have a buffer, so you're probably using Alto to buff her up as for damage. And then maybe if you got Cantarella, probably you're using Dungeon as a buffer, or any of these characters that we currently have in Wuthering Waves that are 4 stars. But they're kind of like, once you have the 5-star character for this certain character, they're kind of forgotten, no? And I think 4 stars are just there. Similarly, a similar role to standard characters where they're just there for early game to end game. So I think for me, Bulling coming into the game, and I have a feeling, and I want to be wrong on this one, I have a feeling that she's going to be useless for people that, like me, are already at end game. Like, what use could Bulling put into the table that's not already present on Sanwa, that's not already present on, Mortifi? So, probably we'll see more about her information about this one, but I think if she offers a different type of buff, not electro buff, but echo skill buff, I think she will have value. I think she will definitely have value. If she's a character that can buff echo skill damage, then it's just a different type of story now. Diba? But again, it's only a speculation, and yeah. Ano to? Okay ang background niya. Mas iniintindi ko rotation kesa siya. Oh yeah, I don't know this rotation. This is a completely... I don't know, it's weird.
Combination we haven't seen on a new 4-star before, which at least suggests that she will have a unique lore. That question of her viability matters, because the lack of useful 4-stars has been a quiet but persistent problem for the game. When the only new powerful characters are the 5-stars, the meta gets stagnant. The list of best teams doesn't really change unless you pull for the latest premium unit. This leaves players with fewer real choices, especially if you're not spending a lot of money, and it leads to a feeling that 4-stars are just filler. A good 4-star though gives players an achievable, satisfying project to build, keeping them engaged with the game's core systems between major 5-star banners.
The only
Wulling's
2 relevant
existence
4-stars that we
just by
have
showing up reopens this entire discussion. She represents a potential shift in design philosophy, a sign that maybe Kuro is looking at the overall health of the game and thinking about building a roster that is just more robust, more accessible for everyone. And that idea of accessibility is about to be tested because of a core team building issue Chisa's new archetype will only amplify. Let's call it the Rover Dilemma. Right now, if you want to run the top debuff focused teams, Spectral Frazzle with Zani, or Arrow Erosion with Kartatia, you pretty much need the Rover. Spectral Rover and the Arrow Rover are cornerstones that make those teams function at their best. They are essential in a way. Rover has become a victim of their own success, so uniquely useful that their utility has become a restriction. The result is a logistical bottleneck. In endgame content like the Tower of Adversity, you need 2 separate teams, but you only have 1 Rover. So if you're forced to choose, you can run your Arrow team or your Spectro team at peak performance, but not both at the same time. And now here comes Chisa, bringing the new Havoc Bane archetype with her. This new system looks powerful, it looks interesting, and it will almost certainly synergize best with the Havoc Rover. So Kuro has handed us another exciting team that completes for the exact same limited character slot. This doesn't solve the problem, it makes it a little bit worse. This isn't necessarily a design flaw though. It is the natural result of creating ambitious synergistic teams, but it does make the need for a solution a little bit more urgent, and this is where Bowling's true importance come into focus. More than a new character, she represents a potential solution to this dilemma. Her ideal role isn't to be a 5-star replacement, it is to be a low-grade replacement, a budget enabler for one of the older debuff teams.
Yeah.
Imagine if she could, she probably couldn't, but imagine if she could competently fill the support slot on a Zani or a Kartatia team. She doesn't have to be as good as the premium 5-star, just good enough. If she can do that, she acts as a release valve. She frees up Rover to be used on the other side of the tower, perhaps with Chisa's new Havoc team. Suddenly, players have actual viable options. And so Bowling's release is a critical test. Her success or failure as a character will tell us a lot. It will show whether Kuro Games understand that this core structural issue exists in their team building system, and more importantly, whether they're willing to address it with an accessible, well-designed 4-star characters. And so when you put it all together, this recent drip marketing presented a duality, a kind of story of two reveals. On one hand, you have Chisa. She shows us what Kuro Games wants to build. She represents an ambition.
Yeah, I think I've had enough of this video. Aynes, what's up? Have you checked Stella Sora vid ni Smack? Stella Sora vid. I'm not really interested in Stella Sora. What's up with it though? Can you just summarize it for me? Or, you know, just a hint? Ano nangyari dun sa Stella Sora niya na video? Margarita and Rosemary when? I'm interested kay Margarita. Speedrunning end of service? Sheesh. Another game. Speedrunning end of service. Damn. I would say greedy move, right? Some of my viewers said na the game's a bit expensive in terms of, you know, pools. It's a bit, yeah. It's a bit, yeah. Para ka ng nag-gateway fantasies. Maybe. Maybe not. The gameplay is fun. I've been playing a game called The Vampire Survivor lately, and it was a bit fun. Pero yeah, let's go and actually play some games, guys. Pero on the comment on the video that we just watched, I think we'll know for sure. I think Chisa's already bound to be somewhat a great character as a Chaos character, or sorry, a Chaos Bane, Havoc Bane character, sorry. Pero si Bullying is a question mark, a very very big question mark. Itong si Bullying. It's either we're gonna be disappointed, or she's going to be one of the best 4-star characters in the game, similar to Mortifi and Sanwa. But other than that, right now everybody's just speculating. And yeah, I'm excited for 2.8 going to 3.0. And right now, content-wise, the game's a bit stale, no? They say she heals. We'll see. If she is a healer, and I think a lot of the characters in the game are kind of healers. You know what I mean? Like Cantarella can heal, Brand can heal, Yuno can heal, so it's not a big deal anymore if she heals. It's the role that she can fill out. Like, is she a healer? Diba? I mean, that's the real question, no? Is she a healer? Is she someone that can fill out the role similar to Shorekeeper? Yan yung mga gusto ko malaman. Kay Chisa. I don't know kay Bullying. But if Bullying is a healer, then I think she would suck. I think 4-star healers are bad. I think I would prefer her to be a 4-star healer than I would prefer to be 4-star sub DPS than a 4-star freaking healer. Kasi I think nobody can top what Verena and Shorekeeper already does. Would just look freaking great as a healer. So it's going to be a bit I will say a bit bad. I'm gonna go and do this one. Mama's Wish. Ay. So I've seen a lot of people returning to Wuthering Waves, no? And it's nice. Nakita ko si Jayo naglalaro siya ng Wuthering Waves. Actually, he's also streaming. Pero Who's screaming? That's Brand. Do you have dialogue? Okay. Find Arya Mummer. Yeah, let's go do that stuff. Pero bullying, Chisa, I don't know, tagal. But might skip though. Might skip Chisa. Definitely we'll be skipping a lot of characters that is coming out. Especially na most of them I think I'm a bit uninterested, especially na she is a Havoc character. Yeah. Nah. Unless there's a need of teams for Havoc, then sure. Better find it fast. Mummer?
Honor cannot be signed.
Ayan.
Alot! Chrysanthemum! One strike is enough. Invincible!
Arya Mummers. We gotta finish all of the side quests that we have, guys. Because I have not finished a single one. Ito. First recipient. Eh. Woo! I think everything's reconnecting. Second recipient. Ano tong job na to? Skip.
Stay behind me.
No cutscenes. No voiced cutscenes, so skip all the way. Hey, Lick Hit Chand, how you doing? I'm returning player. I only have one good team, Agosta Yuno SK. Nice. Is Galberna good or should I wait for Prolova? I think in terms of versatility, Prolova's better, in my opinion. Galberna's nice. Galberna does her. Galberna can be used with. Oh, okay. Let me just ask you this question: do you have a fusion team? Do you already have a fusion team? Are you currently using a fusion team, or are you? Oh shoot! Wait a second.
Alot! Chrysanthemum! My valor never fails.
You don't have a fusion team right now. What? Why am I fighting Kelpie?
Leave it to me.
So, for me, Lick Hit, I believe, and what you should do, and by the way, welcome to our YouTube chat.
Begins now.
Galbena's a solid pick. If you don't have a team right now and you want a team right now, Galbena's a solid pick. And then right after this patch, she's going to have her, I believe, her best in slot support, which is Chow Yuan. So if you pull Galbrena now with her signature weapon, or if you can just buy the BP weapon is also fine. But the signature weapon is totally great. But if you get Galbrena now and then you will also pull for Chow Yuan, I think you will also have another best team or best in slot team. Like a proper... Who's this guy? Okay,
Stay
like
behind me.
like a proper premium team. Mortifi and Chiksha, yeah. Yeah. But I think you don't use them though. I think Chiksha is fine and Mortifi is fine. Mortifi as a support is really nice, but Chiksha I believe is yeah, he's a 4-star. You don't have enough for both Gal and Blind Guy. So I would say just wait for Perlova. But Perlova is a Havoc character, okay? It's a different element. Galbrena's Fusion, Perlova's Chaos. Sorry, Havoc. And you don't have enough, and then it's the waiting game for you, sir. But you are a returning player, so I think if you do enough exploring, and then you do enough. Oh my God, that is far. Oof. That is too far. That's 8k meters away. Yeah, we'll do that later. Yes, Rich, I still do account reviews, but I'm not doing it at the moment. We'll do them on a separate day. Or I'll just have it on my stream. We will do it account reviews. But yeah, I still do account reviews. Kailan ba, when was the last time na nagpa-account review ka sa akin? Ooh. Yeah. Choyon is a good choice. Because he'll be a premium team for echo skill buffers. I'm also thinking of getting him too as well. But I'm not building him as a support though. That's the problem. I don't have anybody that can use him at the moment unless I make him as a DPS. Two patches. So matagal lang. So malaki-laki na improvement, I believe. If ever, if you do an account review with me, I'll probably just oh my God, this is Septimont and Septimont and Raguna quests. Whoa. That is too. Future proofing is nice on Chow Yuan. The problem is, yeah, I don't know. I cannot pull for Chow Yuan. It's because I don't really need him in my team. But it's a good thing that if you're future proofing, then he's nice. It's nice to have. That's skip to the music. Okay, that's my dailies done. Let's go do my weeklies, I believe. Let's go weekly. What is my weekly? Absorb echoes, 30 echoes in total. Okay, let's do that. Okay. Who are we farming? Who are we farming? I'm still working on... I was working on my Gian. So I'll go farm Sierra Gale mobs. I'll farm this guy. With what? Have you finished doing the main story quest? Yes, sir. Finished on the second day of the patch. Kasi first day kasi I believe a lot of people wouldn't watch me do the story because I think they would be spoiled and some people haven't gotten home yet. So what I did was I waited until the peeps were done. So that was like the next day. So the next day I did it, yeah. Solid viewers and we were having fun doing the story. And it wouldn't be my fault anymore because we're not doing the saan to? Give me a second. Right. It's not here, then where? Shababo. We use a different team. I'm a bit tired of using Augusta. She's a different team. Yeah, I don't mind this team.
Time for another adventure?
Okay. Yeah. Oi, Jess, what's up? Welcome to stream.
Woolly sense is tickling. In war with time. Applaud for me! With me! Is that all? Let's start! Into Woolly's attack! The spotlight! You're in for it now!
No echoes, sir. Yeah, we're currently using Encore with Lupa, guys.
Diminish. Loading. Astral modulation.
A character I want to refund, Camellia. Refund my Camellia, please. Camellia is a regret pull for me. I didn't really wanted her. I was just pulling her because I was a bit jealous with my friend that she got Camellia for 10 pulls. I got her, I don't remember how much I got her for, but it was a hard pity.
I hear cowering prey.
Oh. Bit lagging. Saan tayo papunta? Where are we going? Oh, shoot. Oof, okay. We are in Black Shores. Nice. It's been a long time since I have not explored Black Shores. You didn't see Lupa, but I got Angel. Happens to the best of us. Damn, this place looks pretty. Speaking of Camellia, this is where she would actually be. Yeah, she's literally here. There's a certain time that she's somewhere here. I don't know if I'm in the right. Yeah, this is the right location. She's here. On a certain time, you can sit with her. Speaking of Camellia, lol. Yeah, I'm not saying na Camellia's bad character. I'm saying that it wasn't my plan to pull her. I bet she is a good character, but not my cup of tea. She's the only one that I want to refund. The only one. The rest, I'm completely fine. I forgot that the Black Shores is also a nice area to explore.
Woolly sense is tickling. Leave it to me. Stick loading. Iron graft you new. With me.
Nga pala no, Lupa can run fast. Is Lupa faster than ano? I know kasi she can run fast. I don't know if it's faster than ano kay Lumi.
With me. To victory. With me.
Shiny.
Fully senses tickling. Here it comes.
Ah! Cancelled.
With me. Here we go again. Into Wooly's belly you go.
Nice. We get the mission done. Three more. Okay. We're hunting costs 1 at the moment. Saan to? Oh my god. Okay, back to Wanglong it is. Wanglong. Nga pala guys, remember 1.2 update? That map right there. 1.2.
Wooly senses tickling.
Hello comment, would it be possible though that the DPS character relies on an intro skill like Lupa? Relies on outro skill? Like intro skill? I wouldn't necessarily say rely on it. I would say it's like an extra damage on her really good damage already. But it would be an injustice for me to say that Lupa's intro skill isn't stronger than her actual Resonance Liberation.
Here, Lord for me.
I think it's possible that they're gonna add more characters very similar to Lupa. But I don't think it's a good idea because I think it would ignore the other animations that they're about to do per character in Wuthering Waves.
Wooly senses tickling. Tap, you're it. With me. This is. Let's start.
Damn, I miss exploring these places. And right now you can just fly everywhere, no? Before you have to actually climb this stuff here. Navigate through every single wall. And there was no way you could just fly. Depends on the devs, I guess. It will depend on the devs, yes. I would prefer to be a bit unique in gameplay, and that would I think that would also it is considered to be unique if like a character relies on intro skills, or a character that has a super strong intro skill. Because at the moment there's only 2 characters that actually have a really strong intro skill, and that's Lupa and Shorekeeper. Shorekeeper's super intro and Lupa's super intro. All very strong.
With me. Wooly, that away.
Flying is so good.
Wooly senses tickling. Here. Wooly stampede. With me. Oh, this is so much fun. I'll end you.
I remember when I was flexing on the viewers na I'm flexing that I had a Phoebe and I can explore the Huanglong area much faster. Yeah, that was funny. Because now everybody can explore the Huanglong area faster. Weekly challenges. Adding a wide AoE damage for a WuWa. Yeah. Depends on the character as well. I want them, if Wuthering Waves is really serious on their player base with it, you know, like maintaining the old characters as well. And I don't think they're gonna do that. But if they did, standard characters and maybe updating some of the damage multipliers on some of the standard characters to make them actually a bit viable. But not too strong to a point where limited characters feels like they're not limited anymore. Because you have standard characters, why would you pull the limited, diba? Should we go do tacit fields? Actually, I don't want to do the tacit fields. Probably a waste of time. And I'm only, like, what is it today? Tuesday? What is it today? Yeah, it's Tuesday, so yeah. I'm already Tuesday in and I already get 5k weekly points into the game, so I will probably max this out at the end of the week. So I don't need to do this stuff. Right now I'm trying to save as much wave plates as possible, guys. So that when a character that actually matters comes, I will have to farm their echoes. But I've realized that it's so easy to burn through all of your wave plates so fast. Like when I believe when Yuno came into the game, Agosta. I burned through all my wave plates like it was nothing. I had like what, 5k, 6k wave plates. Yeah, it felt like it was nothing. Still haven't burnt through all of these ones. Can you actually burn them? Seven cube thingies. You can actually use them and then you can yeah, I believe you can still keep them. Like for me, you can overstack it, I believe. Game's very beautiful. I have a pilot with 140 when I first played it. Now it's down to 36. 36 cubes. Yeah, this is so beautiful, guys, no? I never actually... Did we actually get to the top of this thing? Who's the boss here? Oh, it's just elites. I like this place. It's pretty. Just elite bears for achievements. Yeah, I think I already done this. Might as well do them again.
Cowering prey.
Leave it to me. Astral modulation.
With me! To victory!
Together we howl. Here comes Encore. No one picks on Encore's friends. You're in.
Yeah, I already done this. This is where dungeon practices. Yeah, we still don't have a story on dungeon, no? I think they would release stories for dungeon as a filler story, I believe. Or New Federation. I don't know if I don't know where she actually is now. We don't actually know.
I hear cowering
We don't have any
prey.
information about where she is. Now that we can fly, I've always wondered about the floating train. Cultural stories coming, true. I think these are ghosts, no? Like, Wuthering Waves lore is a bit creepy, because I think the reason why this thing is still going, because I believe it's ran by ghosts or the frequencies of the people that were here. I don't know what's the story behind this train. I believe that's the story behind it. Huh. And remember back then the bosses that we had to climb dito and do the freaking forgot what it's called, super jump. Yeah, the super jump is no longer a thing. Like, look at this.
I hear cowering.
Remember these guys here, Froxidus follower, hunting them all down.
Loading. Durability low. Astral modulation.
Applaud for me! With me!
Yeah. What?
Face me, coward!
I really explored these parts.
Tip of me!
There's nothing here. I never really explored the buildings here. Were you supposed to get into this thing? Why? Don't tell me it's a chest. It is a chest!
Prey secured.
Try to use the map scan. I did put the map scan here. Those things weren't here. Like, yeah. Thanks for the follow, by the way. Appreciate that one. Loot mapper. Yeah, I remember. Yeah. This is completely no chest found. Those are just. Yeah, those are just things. They're not really. Hello, Lilia. Cinnamon, like your name. It's good. Makes me hungry. Yeah, indetectable, yeah. And this is why. This is also something that you guys should know. I never used any of the interactive maps when I was exploring Huanglong. So some of the stuff that is actually hidden, don't know that I don't even know that they existed, or they actually, you know, are here. So this is literally my first time just doing this now. Kasi everything that was Huanglong related were only on my loot mapper. So I might have some resources that I actually skipped. No? Can you destroy this? Good evening, excellent ng Pilipinas. Fortunately, we're not using Yoho right now. Kamusta pala Slendy? Duman ko pala kanina, no? No, there's also some stuff Comet on Septimont area. There are also some chests there that you cannot detect. The red ones, they are undetectable by the loot mapper. So you have to actually see them, or have to use interactive maps in order to actually get them all, like a Pokemon.
Winds of the wild.
Ano ako na JP tas English. Oh yeah, how was that?
I hear
Kamusta yun?
cowering prey.
A bit boring yung no? A bit boring yung 2.7, no? 2.7 reminds me of 1.2. Oh nga pala, I didn't really open up. So the reason why I said that, because there's also one post here sa Twitter. This update looks so peak, and it was just posted today. I know. And the update was 1.2. the day that Shang Liao and Zeji was introduced to us. So it does kind of remind me of that update, this update. It's not incredibly boring because the story is amazing. But I thank God it's not that 1.2 level, you know what I mean? It's not on that level.
I hit cowardly prey. Face me, coward!
Grabe mas expensive mga GPs. I mean, yeah. I had one dun sa Thailand, right? Yung tour ng bus namin was basically all Japanese because we belong in the Japanese team during our time dun sa business trip namin dun sa Thailand. Now, when our president or our leader was saying na okay, everybody gets a free pass on the condotels that we actually own on our company, so we're gonna show it to you. So here we are, we went to this sa Pattaya on Thailand, and then kasama namin Japanese. There's this middle-aged, tall Japanese woman, maganda siya, pero you know, mom vibes. She basically, we rode the elevator paangat, and then nag-meeting kami doon sa taas. And then after no, nagbaba na lahat kami. We're kind of the last batch to come down. So, bubaba kami, and then meron pa isang floor sa taas sa namin, tapos pababa na siya. So, once the elevator came in, kasama namin yung babaeng yun, ayan na, mag-open na, biglang nag-close. So, it opened just a tiny bit, then it closed. Kasi yung nasa loob, ayaw niyang ma-delay. Ayaw niyang may sumakay na iba. A bit greedy on the elevator usage, no? So the expression was, nung Japanese woman yun, kure? Nani? Oh. Gumanon siya, like, you know those expressions sa anime Japanese? Yeah. I had that, I heard the real thing. I heard the real thing. I heard the real thing. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. And nakakatawa, we have parang mga elderly na mga Japanese woman. Yeah, you hear like Japanese cute kawaii sounds ng isang Japanese na anime, right? For some reason when they speak Japanese, they sound exactly like a loli. But they're elderly. Makes you kind of think just a tiny bit on who the voice actresses or actors are for Japanese for anime, basically. You know, it made me think, like, why does she sound kawaii, right? Pero yeah. Yeah. I was immersed. Sea of Flames? Who's in here? What's this one? Dauntless Evernight. Oh! Ito yung sinasabing free sword. I didn't get that free sword. What is that? I never explored this, guys. Legit. Never ever explored this map. So might have missed a couple of things. No, hindi ko kinuha. It's my first time. Okay. But I definitely explored all of the buildings below. It's just this ones here. May sasend ako sa Discord, but ganito si Rover. It's sa Discord. You can send it sa What? By the way, Lucifer, you can send it dun mismo sa Gacha Games Corner sa baba. There's a place for all of these memes, but basically he sent me this. It's a bit blurry, but is that Gushon? Why do I know that? Wait lang. Bro. Multiverse. Yeah. It's multiverse. Yeah. Don't come any closer. Yeah. Yeah. Fair enough, Phoebe. Fair enough. Fair enough. What the hell? Gushon brief. Tarantado. Oh, yes sir. Yes sir. Okay, did they actually patch this? Okay, does anybody know this memory here? So for my OG viewers, right, this is our special place. A very, very special place since 1.0. Slendy, alam mo ba to? Have any idea what this is? Any of our viewers have any idea why this place is the diamond? Patingin? Yeah, we're not gonna do it. This place is a diamond dito. Ayan siya. It's beside Sea of Flames. Ayan siya dito. And I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. It's related sa wall climbing. It's one of those classic things that we did back in 1.0. Kinda sus. It is sus. Because it is very sus. I don't know if I can still find the video. Because I think it's already been... It's gone. Wait lang, let's find it. Let me open up my TikTok. Right. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, I think it already got. I think the video already got taken down. Can I type the date? I'm looking for it. Yinlin. Yeah. Yeah. What's going on?
You're here.
Yes, I'm here. I caught you doing so. What the hell were you doing? Nah, I can't find it. I can't find it. I can't find the video. I watch Glaive Kyo sometimes. Sometimes, not all the time. She's stretching. Didn't sound like she was stretching. Or she was stretching, but in a different way, you know. Yeah. I just miss exploring this place. Yeah, it's a bit, you know. Kinda miss the exploration of Wuthering Waves. Damn, it feels so... I feel so empty right now. This place... I forgot this place existed. Nothing really to explore here dito, no? Do have a nightlife. Yeah. Sometimes, when I play Wuthering Waves, guys, I don't play. Sometimes I just roam around the map and just look at the sights. My game looks so freaking pretty as well. I can't remember what I was trying to do. Moonlight Festival, yeah. That area right there. Actually, is Shangliao still showing up in game? Hindi na, no? Yeah, I don't think he's showing up. Now about that blade you got from that building, I think it's Culturous. I think it is. Yeah. Yeah, is Shangliao still here? I don't think Shangliao's here anymore. Kasi I think he's the one taking the gifts eh. Yeah. Yeah, he's not here anymore. So, yun na may free rectifier weapon na 4-star for SK. Ah! Yes! Tapos ko na yun. Call of the Abyss. Call of the Abyss? Yeah, I believe it's called Call of the Abyss. Ay. Okay, let's do this one. So, maybe after this stream, guys, well, we might end early actually. Kasi it's just for dailies and just small yapping for me. Not really gonna spend too much time on Wuthering Waves. I will probably be playing a different game. I would still be live. I would still be live on Twitch. Pero yeah, it's going to be a chill stream, and we're gonna be playing a game called Lesaria. So if hopefully you guys like RTS games, because this will be a very interesting RTS games. It's basically Majesty, and I bought it the last night, so I wanna play it, and you know, I wanna showcase it on stream as well. But maybe after, yeah, maybe after. Just a different stream. And I'm also very interested on playing Dawn of War. Warhammer 40k Dawn of War 4. The newest one. Definitely going to buy it on release. Looking forward to watch it, yes sir. But that will be on Twitch. So, nothing here on TikTok. Okay, that stadium is not used, no? That's a shame. TikTok live, yeah. What? Ba't kulang ako? I don't really care if I complete this full. I just need the astrites for this one. Anyways, it's a very, very quick Wuthering Waves stream for TikTok, and I think I'll also turn the stream off on Kick as well, but I'll stream on Twitch still. So for the peeps that are still watching us on TikTok, guys, thank you so much. Probably I'll do, siguro sa weekend na tayo ano ba meron sa weekend? Oh wait, how many days? How many days till So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 week from now, guys. Do It Night Abyss. Very excited.
But my opponent failed to notice.
And then for Chow Yuan on the 30.
And here,
Also excited.
he started to panic until
What?
I knocked him down with a single blow.
Showcasing her win stuff. Anyways, guys, we'll be switching off the stream over on Yeah, magkasunod siya. So 2 days to enjoy Do It Night Abyss, then yeah, a day to enjoy Chow Yuan's story. Ayan. But anyways, yeah. Off to go, then didn't get the dailies kahapon. You have to, yeah. I mean, uy! Shit! Speaking of dailies, yung login. I keep forgetting about the login, bossing. Sana yun login? Discord sign in. There we go, sign in. How many days left? Taragis yan. When is this? What am I in currently? I'm day 4. I have only 2 days left to do the logins. And I can even... Okay, that actually pisses me off. Hayop yan. Yeah. So, Saturday ka na magla-live? Depende, yeah. But, guys, I'm still live over on Twitch. So if you guys want to chill with us over on Twitch, please head on to Twitch. And we're also on the vertical screen. Anyways, thank you so much, guys. GG's, TikTok, Kick, and YouTube. I'll see you guys on the next one. Buyers, guys. Bye, bye, bye. Yeah. Wait lang. We also end the live stream over on TikTok,